And good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the home of the Golden Tigers, Orem High School, for the 2026 5A Boys State Basketball Tournament on the Rewind Sports Network. Tonight, it's a second-round matchup as the 12th-seeded Pleasant Grove Vikings take on the 5-seed in the Orem Tigers. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday to you all. Matt Coma joining you here from Orem High School. Glad you guys could join us for the second round matchup. A spot in the quarterfinals on the line between these two Region 7 rivals as the Vikings and Tigers play Game 3 of the season between these two teams from Utah County. We'll start with the Pleasant Grove Vikings being about to be introduced on the floor. Coming into tonight's contest with a record of 13-11, finished 8th in Region 7, but coming off a round 1 win against Fremont back on Tuesday, a 58-40 win for the Vikings, led by Preston White and Brennan Blackett, top scorers for the Vikings in that one, trying to string together their third straight win and punch their ticket to the quarterfinals here tonight. They'll be taking on the Orem Tigers, who have been on a hot streak of their own. They've won 5 of the last 6 games. The lone loss coming to top-ranked Timpview a couple of weeks ago. Last in action last Friday night against Wasatch, one of the top 5 teams in the 5A classification. Picked up a 15-point win over the Wasps last Friday. Sugataraga 21 points in that game. Isa Naliai had 10 points to go along with those 21 from Sugataraga. Those will be two of the guys to look out for the Orem Tigers tonight as they come into tonight's contest with a record of 15-9, 6-2 in Region 7, finished 3rd in the region as they will look to make it to their 9th straight quarterfinals. As they have made it the 8 past seasons, they were one of the top seeds in 5A a year ago, fell in that quarterfinal stage, looking to right the ship and get back to the semifinals and hopefully bring a state title back home here to Orem High School as they last won their last title in 2012. Starting 5 for each team looks like this. First for the visiting Pleasant Grove Vikings under the direction of head coach Carson Williams in his 2nd season, looking for win number 24 tonight. He's 23-25 in his first 2 seasons. Preston White, Milo Johansson, Jackson Brown, Oliver Mossman, and Brennan Blackett will round out the starting 5 for the Vikings. For the home team, Orem Tigers, under the direction of Jace Tavita in his 4th season, looking for win number 70 tonight. He brings out Troy Kafusi, Cooper Harris, Simeon Sugataraga, Juni Mawala, and Isa Naliai, rounding out the starting 5 for the Tigers. They're in the home whites tonight. Pleasant Grove's in the all-black uniforms of blue trim. As we get set for a Friday night basketball, a trip to the Huntsman Center is on the line. As we're just about ready to start, a little bit of debris on the Pleasant Grove side after the announcements for this one. Both teams split the season series, winning on each other's home floors in the regular season. These two new region rivals, PG in their first season at the 5A level after competing at the 6A level for the last couple of seasons. As we're all set for tip-off, as Sugataraga able to tip that one home, and it's Orem that gets things started here tonight. Kafusi over to Sugataraga, and now Isa Naliai. Back to Sugataraga, the Utah commit, goes inside the lane. Hit layup, no good. Gets his own board, though, and kicks it back out. Kafusi driving into the lane, gives it off to Mawala off the glass, and gets the friendly roll for 2. So Juni Mawala with the first points tonight. Gets things started. Brown up top. Near side, now down low for Oliver Mossman. Backing down Mawala in the paint. Nice little spin and floats it up to answer the bucket. Two, 1 minute gone here in our opening quarter. A little hand check at the top, and that's going to be a foul on Johansson. That'll be his first team foul. First personal foul as well. 7:05 to play here in quarter number 1. Just getting started here on a Friday night. Winner takes on the winner of Wasatch and Salem Hills. That's going on as we speak. We'll keep you posted on that one throughout the night as well. As Sugataraga on the far side gets a screen from Mawala, stops at the elbow, leaves it for Kafusi. Off the screen, stops, pops it out. Sugataraga lost a handle on it. Kafusi there to collect it. 20 on the shot clock. Good defense from the Vikings so far. Kafusi off a screen, floats one up, can't get it to go, and a rebound collected by Jackson Brown. Brown back the other way for PG. Students making noise here on the near side as Johansson holds. Gets it back off the screen. He'll set up for a three off the left iron, no good. Rebound Sugataraga. Sugataraga, leading scorer for the Tigers, drives inside, can't get it to go. Offensive board, Naliai down there. Foots a mid-range jumper, can't get it to go, and it's another rebound for Brown. Driving is Brown. Sugataraga in defense. Is Brown looking to create space, does so, off the glass, gets it for two. First lead of the night for PG. Mentioned Pleasant Grove, a 1-point win back at Pleasant Grove in the first meeting on January 6th. A convincing win for Orem on their home floor on January 23rd. Are the two games between these two schools. Is that one stolen by Brown? Vikings in transition, up off the glass, can't get it to go as White. Offensive board though, and put back by Mossman. 6-2 early lead here for the Vikings. PG fans that made the trip down here to Orem making noise on that far side as they'll get it to Moala, who will step up for a mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound collected by White. Brown pushes the pace. Stopped by Moala, gives it down low, Mossman. Back out, Brown for three. Too strong, rebound collected by Kafusi. Kafusi coast to coast, rolls it off the glass. First 2 points for Troy Kafusi tonight. Rated the top sophomore in the state of Utah. Already got offers to play college ball. Brown looking to answer the bucket by Kafusi. Stops, floats for the mid-range shot, no good. Rebound Moala. Coming up on the halfway point of our first quarter, 4:12 and counting. 6-4 the score. Kafusi looking for space, lost the handle on it. Ball flies back out where it's collected by Naliai. Naliai out, Harris for three, too strong. That goes off of Mossman out of bounds. He thinks it was last touched by Orem, officials say otherwise. He'll stay with the Tigers. Is two substitutions for the Vikings. It'll be Kyler Jentz and Ashton Palmer as well. Then we'll see Bentley Farnworth in for the first time tonight as Moala checks out. Tiger basketball, 12 seconds to go on the shot clock as they get it out to Sugataraga. Kafusi walks on the catch. And offensive foul, no, they call on Naliai. That's going to be his first team foul for Orem. Gives the ball back to the Vikings with a 2-point lead. Past the halfway point now of this first quarter. Vikings quickly the other way. Driving out. Open is Mossman for three. Connects 7 points in the first quarter for Mossman. And it's a 9-4 lead. Harris far side. And another offensive foul. That was Jentz that drew the charge. On Sugataraga, his second team foul. 3:29 left here in the first quarter, 9-4 your score. The Oliver Mossman show so far as he's got 7 in this opening frame. Milo Johansson across the timeline sets things up for the PG offense. Harris gets a hand in there, ball loose at the timeline, and it's over and back on PG. Good defense there by Cooper Harris. The junior getting it done defensively. And it's Orem basketball with 3:16 to go. Naliai checks it in to Kafusi. Orem looking to go to work, down by 5. Kafusi drives in the side, able to just get it out where it's poked away by Jens and out of bounds. Stays with the Tigers with 23 on the shot clock, 3:04 to go. One substitution for the Vikings as Johansson checks out, and we'll see Brendan Blackett back in. Kafusi looking for somewhere to go with it. Able to find Sugaturaga up top. Sugaturaga inside. Unkind roll and another offensive foul. Preston White draws the charge. Second foul on Sugaturaga. And the PG faithful making noise here in Orem's barn so far in this first quarter. Sugaturaga will have to check out as Moala checks back in with 3 minutes to go. PG with a 5-point lead. Lost the handle. Mossman wants another 3, off just short. And the rebound collected by Kafusi. 2:43 and counting. Electric start here between these two region foes. Played 3 times this year after not playing for the last 6 years as Kafusi can't get it to go. Vikings quickly the other way. White out to block it. Blackett looking for some space. Naliai in defense. Kick it out. 20 on the shot clock. Almost stolen away. Now stepping in is White for 3. Short. Offensive board for the Vikings though, because it comes to Mossman, and a foul is called on Orem. It'll be on Farnworth, his first. That's the 4th team foul. So Pleasant Grove in the bonus the rest of the way for this first quarter. 2:04 left in it. Mossman checks out. As Palmer up top. Far side White. Kicks it near side. Brown catch and shoot 3. No good. Offensive board by White. That one poked away by Harris, right to Brown though, or excuse me, right to Jens. And now White controls. White inside, throws one up, no good, rebound Moala. 1:40 to go first quarter, 4-9. Tigers down by 5. The 5 seed versus the 12 seed in this 5A tournament as Kafusi with an elbow jumper, no good. Offensive board, Naliai hesitates, short, and a foul is going to be called. That'll send Naliai to the line. Foul is going to be on Ashton Palmer, his first second team foul. And we'll see Ison Naliai, the Utah commit for football, head to the line for his first trip. Part of the state championship winning football team for Orem this season. Can't get the first one to go. Naliai on the season averaging just over 7 points a game. That's 12 3-pointers, had 11 points in the last meeting against Pleasant Grove back on the 23rd as he gets that one to go for this first point tonight. And it's a 9-5 game with 1:20 to go. And another, a walk there called on Preston White over, up and over there. The illegal dribble is called. Ended up palming the ball as he came across the timeline. So it's a turnover by Pleasant Grove. It goes back to Orem. And they'll inbound to Kafusi. Kafusi. Battle of the ones on the far side. Now kick it out. Harris thought about a shot. Now looks to drive. Lost the handle on it. PG says it's off Orem, and it is. That'll be Viking basketball off the turnover with 1:05 to play in the first quarter. Inbound over on the far side to Ashton Palmer. He'll bring it across the timeline as we hit the final minute of the first quarter. PG's held the lead for almost the entire time. His inside is Blackett. He gets it up to go. His first points tonight. And the Vikings with their largest lead tonight at 6. 10-second difference between the shot and game clock. We come up on the final 30 seconds. Harris, far side, gives it to Mawala. Has some space. Sets up a jumper, off the back iron, rebound collected by Gents. Shot clock turned off at 20 seconds, so PG can hold for the final shot here if they want. They'll kick it back out to Gents. We'll leave it for White with 10 on the clock. White off a screen, mid-range jumper, short. Mawala with the board. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Kafusi at the horn, no good. As that ends an exciting first 8 minutes here at Orem High School. It's the visiting Vikings that have a 6-point lead after 1 quarter of play. Quarter up 2 coming up next. You're watching the 5A state tournament on the Rewind Sports Network.
So now he decides to exercise. Yes, this was the best angle.
Life can get a little messy.
No way. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Best day ever.
Some taps create chaos.
No.
Tap Spend gives you 1% cash back when you spend and 2.75% APY when you don't. Tap responsibly. Visit tapbank.com.
Welcome back. Ready to start quarter number 2 here between Pleasant Grove and Orem. The Vikings with a 11-5 lead here on the Rewind Sports Network. Matt Comway here with you here tonight. Glad you guys can start your weekend with some playoff basketball here on KSL Sports Rewind, KSLSports.com. Keeping an eye on the next opponent for either of these two teams. Wasatch taking on Salem Hills over on the Wasatch back. It is the Skyhawks with a 15-11 lead at the end of the first quarter. In that one, the winner of that game will take on the winner of this one bright and early Monday morning in the 5A quarterfinals. That game scheduled to start at 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time. To get things started in the 5A quarterfinals, you have all 4 boys games in the morning, then followed by the girls games in the evening at the Huntsman Center on Monday. Oliver Mossman leading scorer for both sides with 7 points in that first quarter. Blackett and Brown with 2 points each. Mawala and Kafusi, the only scorers from the floor for Orem in that first quarter. Naliai's got 1 free throw. Vikings go to work with Blackett. Cross-court pass. Finds Brown, who goes baseline. Met by a double team, and it's stolen away by Mawala. Ball on the deck. And will be held. Timeout called by Coach Chavita. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take the short break as well. We'll be back in 15 seconds on the Rewind Sports Network. 7:34 to go in our second quarter. The Vikings with a 6-point lead. 11-5 is our score here from Orem High School. Looked at the leading scorers in the last couple of seconds. Couple of fouls to keep you updated on. Suga Taraga with 2 fouls in that first quarter. He's back on the floor to start things here in the second quarter. Farnworth and Naliai each with a foul so far for Orem. Palmer and Johansson, the 2 foul earners for for Pleasant Grove in that first quarter. It's Orem basketball out of the timeout after the steal by Mawala. Jackson Brown with 2 boards for Pleasant Grove in that first quarter. Mawala with 3 to lead the Tigers. A couple other Tigers with 2 rebounds each in that first quarter. As Orem had the first bucket of the night, but hasn't led since. That one's stolen away. Back the other way goes Brown. Fouled and count it. Jackson Brown heading to the line. And a chance for a 3-point play. Farnworth picks up the foul, his second. And that will send Jackson Brown to the line. The 6'6" senior. Brown 9 points against Fremont back on Tuesday in that first round affair. Can't get the free throw to go, but gets the offensive board where it's collected by Blackett. And an errant pass is out of bounds and hand to the Tigers. Preston White checks back in for Ashton Palmer. Sugataraga, Naliai, Kafusi, Harris, and Mawala, the 5 on the floor for Orem. (13-5) the score. Another steal by Brown. Oh, that one picked up again by Naliai, though, as he jumps in the lane. Has to pull up the dribble, kicks it out to Harris. Sugataraga with 15 on the clock. Out to Kafusi, pump fake. Now fires a 3 short. Ball loose and gathered by White. Up top is Johansson. Kicks it to Brown near side. Vikings looking to add to the lead. White, nice pass inside, and Mosman's got 2 more. 9 points for Mosman in the first half. And it's a 10-point lead for the visitors. Kafusi battling with Johansson, gives it to Mawala. Harris up top, backs it out over to Naliai. Up top, Sugataraga. Now has some space, drives inside, and throws it down with the left hand. An emphatic statement by the Utah commit. His first points from the floor, an emphatic throwdown. See if that lights a fire under the Orem Tigers. Up top to Brown. Brown catch and shoot 3. That one's pure. And the Vikings continue to push the Tigers here in the first half. Their largest lead of 11. 5 points now for Brown tonight. And a foul up top. That'll be on Johansson, his second. First team foul for the Vikings. As we'll see Kyler Jentz check back in. We'll see Johansson check out with the 2 fouls. 1 foul each so far for these 2 teams in the second quarter. 5:15 left. Sugataraga over on the far side. Leaves it for Mawala, has space. Looking for somewhere to go with it, leaves it out for Harris. Cooper Harris over to Naliai. Now to Kafusi with 14 on the clock. Kafusi has been quiet so far with only 2 points. Tried to get that one to go, can't get it. Mosman with the rebound. Other side, Blackett can't go, but a foul is called on the Tigers. That'll send Blackett to the line. That's on Mawala, his first, second team foul for Orem. And we'll see the 6'7" junior, Brennan Blackett, at the line. Leading scorer for the Vikings this season, averaging just over 12 points. Had 12 points in that game against Fremont back on Tuesday as he gets the first free throw to go. Blackett 17 points in each of the games against the Tigers, both at PG and here in Orem. He's got 3 so far here tonight. Make it 4 as he goes 2 for 2 on the line. And a timeout taken by the Tigers as it is a 13-point lead for the 12th seed in this 5-12 matchup. Timeout on the floor. We'll take the timeout as well. You're watching the 5A state tournament on the Rewind Sports Network. Tonight's game brought to you by Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 2.75% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal. That's Tab Bank, member FDIC. It's been all Vikings so far here tonight, 20-7. With a spot on the quarterfinals on the line here tonight. Oliver Mossman leads the Vikings with 9 points so far here tonight. Jackson Brown with 5, Brendan Blackett with 4. No one with more than 2 points tonight for the Tigers. Kafusi, Sugaturaga, and Mawala each with a basket so far tonight, as they have been held in check for the first 12 minutes of this basketball game. Both these teams looking for their second win against each other. They split the season series. As Naliai looks to drive it, a foul is going to be called on PG. That is going to be called on Kyler Jentz, his first, second team foul for Pleasant Grove. Resets the shot clock with 4:26 to go to halftime. As they get it into Naliai, lost a handle on it, but right to Harris. Give it to Naliai, who's open in the corner for three, is short. Rebound collected by Blackett. Brown comes back for Pleasant Grove. White picks it up with 4:07 to go. 20 on the shot clock, gives it up. Jentz gives it down. Mossman spins, lets it fly, can't get it to go. Sugaturaga with the board. Quickly the other way, and a poke there by Blackett will be called for the foul. That'll be the first on Blackett, third team foul. Sugaturaga and Mawala already with 3 boards each here tonight. Past the halfway point of the second quarter. Sugaturaga up top. Leaves for Kafusi. Good pressure from the Vikings. As Naliai looks for Sugaturaga, and that'll be a foul on White. That'll be his first, but more importantly, the last foul to give for the Vikings. The Tigers in the bonus for their final 3:38 of the quarter. Kavusi inbounds. Harris met by a double team in the corner, able to get it out to Naliai, who finds a wide open Sugaturaga, can't get it to go. Blackett with the board. That's his third tonight. Brown quickly the other way, lost the handle on it. Good defense by Kavusi, and a jump ball is called. Possession arrow is with the Vikings, or excuse me, the Tigers. Pointing the other direction. So it's Orem basketball. Good defense there. A combination of Farnworth and Kafusi there. As we get a timeout from the Vikings here with 3:23 to play. In our second quarter, we'll take the timeout as well here on KSL Sports Rewind. 23 to go to halftime. Pleasant Grove with a 20-7 lead here on KSL Sports Rewind and KSLSports.com. Matt Kelma with you here tonight. Update on the other second round game that we're following tonight. Tied at 21 with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter between Wasatch and Salem Hills. That a Region 7 battle too. The winner of that game will play the winner of this one in the quarterfinals on Monday. Naliai controls and leaves for Kafusi as the Tigers try to get something going. 2 points only in this second quarter so far for the team. It's been Sugaturaga's dunk. It's been the only points as Harris tries a three. That one's well short and out of bounds. And the PG students let the Tigers know. As it's back to the Vikings with 3 minutes left. The Vikings with 9 points so far here in the second quarter. They outscoring the Tigers 9-2. Have their largest lead at 13. White, cross-court pass. Brown goes baseline, gets it to go. Jackson Brown hard to the lane. He's got 7. Inside, Naliai answers. His first 4 points from the floor tonight. He's got 3. As it's 22-9. Brown settles. Inside, Mossman with space. Goes up and under. Counted in the foul. Have a night, Oliver Mossman. 11 points already and has a chance to extend it with a 3-point play. Suga Taraga checks out as he picks up his 3rd foul. The leading scorer for the Tigers in foul trouble here in the first half. That's the 3rd team foul on Orem. And Mossman to line first time tonight. Too strong on the free throw, no good. 24-9, a 15-point lead. Naliai backs it out. 2 minutes to play. He'll throw up a 3. Got it. First 3 of the night for the Tigers as Naliai extends his point total to 6 tonight. Big 3 for the Tigers as it's down to a 12-point game. Pass inside, Mossman wide open as he continues to pile it on. 13 for Mossman tonight. 90 seconds to go in the first half. Pass down low, Harris answers with a one off the glass. First points from the floor tonight for Cooper Harris as the Tigers starting to find some offense here late in the second. Coming up on the final minute of the first half, 1:05 left. Brown off a screen, goes inside, up and under, no good. Offensive board by Mossman. Kicks it back out, now Blackett. Step back 3, got it! It's all PG in this first half as Brennan Blackett puts it down. 15-point lead, 40 seconds to go. And a foul up top on White, his second, and that'll send Kafusi to the line. That was the 3rd made 3 of the night for the Vikings. Brown, Mossman, and Blackett each with 1. And Kafusi will head the line for the first time tonight. 2 points so far. He'll shoot 2. First one's up and good. Kafusi mentioned the top prospect in the sophomore class. Just a sophomore, one of the leading scorers for this Orem team, averaging 15 points this season. As he gets both free throws to go. And cuts the lead down to 13. As there's a 1 second difference between the shot and game clock here for the Vikings. The final 30 seconds of a dominant performance by PG here in the first 16 minutes. Gents looking for space down low, and a foul is going to be called on the Tigers. That's the last to give for Orem, and that's the 3rd foul on Farnworth. So next foul puts the Vikings to the line as Farnworth checks out. And we see Todd Lewis for the first time tonight. Up top, 15 seconds left. Shot clock's now off as they give it to Mossman, leading scorer for the Vikings. Good defense from Mawala, kicks it out. Gents over to Mossman, lost the handle. Now Brown with an open lane. 2 seconds and 1, the full court heaves no good. And what a first half for the 12 seed against the 5 seed in the second round matchup. It is a 15-point lead for the Vikings looking to punch their ticket to the 5A quarterfinals. We have hit the halftime break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with the second half. Can Orem mount a comeback, or will PG book their spot in the final 8? We'll find out in the next 2 quarters. You're watching the 5A state basketball tournament on the Rewind Sports Network. 31-16 Vikings at the break here on KSL Sports Rewind and KSLSports.com. Welcome back to Orem High School, ready to get started for our second half here in the second round matchup in the 5A state basketball tournament. It's the Pleasant Grove Vikings with a 31-16 lead over the Orem Tigers in this 12 versus 5 matchup. Looking at the leading scorers from that first half, it was Oliver Mossman, the junior forward, with 13 points to lead all scorers for the Vikings. Jackson Brown contributed with 9, has 2 rebounds, so does Mossman, 13 points, 2 rebounds. Brennan Black at 7 points, 3 rebounds tonight so far. On the Orem Tigers side, it's Isa Naliai leading scorer with 6 points and 2 rebounds. Troy Kafusi with 4 points, 2 rebounds. Simeon Sugataraga has been the story in that first half. 2 points, 3 rebounds, but 3 fouls as we head into the second half. Bentley Farnworth with 3 fouls as well for the Tigers. No one else with 2 fouls for Orem. Preston White and Milo Johansson have 2 fouls each for the Vikings. Update on the other second round game that impacts this one. The winner of this game will take on either Wasatch or Salem Hills in the next round. That's a 4-13 matchup, and the 13th seed has a 1-point lead at the halftime break. Salem Hills leads Wasatch 25-24 at the halftime break. The Vikings outscore the Tigers 20-11 in that second frame. It'll be Viking basketball to get things started here for our third quarter. Welcome back, 10-point game. 3 minutes to go. Harris near side. Able to bring it out, gives it to Sugaturaga. Drives inside, kicks out back for Harris. Into the corner. Kafusi's there. Now Sugaturaga inside, got it to go. 6 points for Sugaturaga now as the lead back down to 8. 2:34 and counting. White picks up the dribble. Up top to Palmer. 15 on the shot clock now, Brown. Gets a screen from Osman. Throws one up and he's fouled and heads to the line. Foul is on Sugaturaga, that's his 4th. And for Sugaturaga, and that sends Jackson Brown to the line first time tonight. He's got 11 points. Averages about 11 on the season, had 11 in the last game against Orem as he can't get the first one to go. 2:15 to play as Sugaturaga checks out with 4 fouls. And back in comes Moala with 3 fouls. Second free throw here for Brown. Gets it to go. And pushes the lead out to 9. Tigers trying to chip away at the lead. They've cut it down to 9. And it's Nalia out to Harris. Harris looking for some space, kicks it out to the corner. Back up top, Kafusi. He'll fire a 3. He hits it. Second 3 of the quarter for Troy Kafusi. He's got 13 now tonight. And it's down to a 7-point game. So they roll it a 2. It was only a 2-pointer. Inside, that one no good. Moala with a board, ball loose. PG has it for a moment. And a scramble. No signal yet. Both teams want a timeout or a jump ball. And it'll be Orem basketball. Seven-point game, 1:30 to go in the quarter. Naliai out of the press. He'll come ahead and a foul is called on the Vikings. That'll be Kyler Jens, his second. That's the 3rd team foul. 1 more to give. Orem out of fouls to give in the quarter. The Vikings are in the bonus for the final 87 seconds. Vikings still have 1 to give as they get it into to Kafusi. Off a screen from Moala. Up top, Farnworth leaves it for Harris. Now Kafusi, he's got the hot hand, he goes inside and he's fouled. And Kafusi, who's 5 for 5 at the line tonight, will get 2 more free throws. Call that on Brennan Blackett, his 2nd team foul. That's the last one to give for the Vikings. Kafusi with 12 points now tonight. And he has made all 6 of his free throws. The lead down to 6. One more free throw here for Kafusi to make it a 5-point game. And he's got it. 7 for 7 from the free throw line. And the lead shrinks down to 5. 1:05 left in the 3rd. Already 24 points in the quarter for the Tigers. Vikings with just 9 as inside is Brown, and he'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. Able to draw the contact inside, and he'll head to the line. That's on Moala, his 4th. Brown with 11 tonight now. He's 1 for 2 at the line as Moala checks out. And Sugu Taraga comes back in with his 4 fouls. Johansson checks back in for Pleasant Grove with 3. So an eye on Sugu Taraga, 1 foul away from his night ending early. Free throw's good, and it's back to an 8-point game. .35 seconds left in the quarter. Kafusi. Naliai back over to Kafusi. Zone defense for the Vikings. Naliai, he'll shoot the 3. No good. Rebound collected by Mosman. 15 seconds left in the quarter. PG can hold for the final shot. Up by 8. Inside is White, throws it up, swatted away by Harris. And the clock stops with 7 seconds to go. In comes Todd Lewis for the Tigers. Sugu Taraga will come back out. 7 seconds left here, 8-point game here in our 3rd quarter. Inbound underneath the basket, up top to Johansson. Looking for Mosman, that's out of bounds, and last touch by the Vikings. So now Orem gets a chance to beat the horn with 3.4 left. It'll be Naliai to inbound, and the press on for the Vikings. Kafusi with 3, 2, 1, has to let it go, lets it fly, it's so good. And that is 3 quarters in the books. The Tigers chip into the lead, but it's still the Vikings that hold an 8-point lead going into the final quarter. A spot in the quarterfinals is on the line. Who's got their ticket punched to the Huntsman Center? We'll find out next. 4th quarter coming up next on KSL Sports Rewind. Ready to start the 4th quarter here in the 5-12 matchup of the 2nd round of the 5A state basketball tournament. It's the Vikings with an 8-point lead as we head to our final quarter. Matt Como with you here tonight. Update on the Wasatch-Salem Hills game. It's Wasatch with a 2-point lead in just started the 4th quarter, 37-35. Wasatch ahead of Salem Hills. Winner of that game takes on the winner of this one bright and early on Monday. Sugatarala and Moala each with 4 fouls. Moala's out there to start things for the Tigers. Johansson, the only one in foul trouble so far for the Vikings with 3. Sugataraga with 4 fouls is on the bench to get things started for quarter number 4 as we are underway. The Vikings start out with the ball. Johansson over to Brown. Down to Mossman. Looks for space. Moala able to get a hand in there, and they'll back it out. Orem wanted a 3 in the key, didn't get it. Blackett, catch and shoot 3, no good. Rebound Kafusi, and a foul is called on Brown. That'll be his 2nd first team foul. Kafusi with 14 points now here in this contest tonight. Leads all Tigers as he has made 7 free throws here tonight as well. Naliai with the most points from the floor, can't get the rebound. But can't get that one to go, and the rebound collected by Mossman. Mossman with a good game so far, 15 points, 6 rebounds. Inside, looking for another 2. That one's swatted away by the Tigers. Good defense. Combination of Kafusi and Naliai in there. 1 minute gone here in the quarter. Kafusi draws space and an offensive foul. Mossman draws a charge as Kafusi got caught with the arm extended. That'll be the first on Kafusi, first team foul, as Suga Taraga comes back in with his 4 fouls. Farnworth checks out. 6:57 and counting to go here in this one. Winner moves on, loser goes home. White at the elbow, looking for space, kicks it out. Brown for 3, hits it. And the Vikings continue to keep arm's length away from the Tigers. Second made 3 of the night for Brown. As a foul is called on the other side. And that is going to be on Mossman. That's his first. That sends Suga Taraga to the line. First time for him tonight. Jackson Brown now with 18 points after that last made 3. Now the leading scorer for PG. And Suga Taraga makes the first. Second free throw off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Moala though, goes back up with it, no good. Suga Taraga follow, no good. Ball still loose. And a foul called on Orem. As that was, I believe, Brown that got a hand on it. We'll see who the foul's called on. There was a lot of traffic there. Officials looking to confer who it was on too. It's going to be on Harris. That'll be his first. Oh, no, it's Moala. No, sorry, 55, Naliai, his second. We're waiting to see who got that opportunity there, or who got the foul there. So Viking ball after the foul. That was the second team foul on Orem. Both teams with 2 fouls so far here early. Coming up on 2 minutes gone in the fourth quarter. 6 minutes to go. Inside Johansson, battling with Suga Taraga and gets it a fall. And the lead back up to 12 for the Vikings. Aaron pass, Naliai keeps it on the right side. Back over to Naliai, open for 3, rattles it home. Timeout Orem. As Naliai continues his 3-point barrage, his 3rd on the night. And it makes it a 9-point game, full timeout on the floor. We'll take it here as well. 5:41 to play, it's a 9-point lead for the Vikings.
Why did I choose Huntsman? To get real experience, real support, and a career focus from day one. Instead of regular classes on Fridays, we dive into workshops, build our network, and grow together. At the Huntsman School, we forge lifelong friendships, support each other through challenges, and celebrate our wins. Here, students graduate with experience and jobs waiting. We dare mighty things together. That's the Huntsman difference. Learn more at huntsman.usu.edu.
5:41 remaining here in the contest tonight. Winner moves on to the quarterfinals to take on either Wasatch or Salem Hills. 4:37 left to play in that one. Wasatch with a 2-point lead, 37-35. Both these teams played both those teams this season. They're both region opponents. Orem won over Salem Hills and Wasatch. Pleasant Grove lost to both Salem Hills and Wasatch, but both of them close games. As the Vikings 13-11 on the season, but don't let the record fool you. 8 of those 11 losses were by single digits, and 4 of them by 3 points or less. So they have been in games throughout the season. They're holding on to a 9-point lead with 5.5 to go, trying to get to the quarterfinals. Be the first appearance since 2022 if they can accomplish it and hold on for the final 5:15. The Tigers trying to get to the quarterfinals for the 9th straight season. Catch and shoot mid-range jumper's good from Blackett. He's got 11 tonight. And Pleasant Grove continues to extend the lead. Naliai back with another three, his fourth of the night. 17 for Naliai. And it's back down to 8. Brown with some space, out to Blackett. Preston White up top, looking to drive on Harris. Kicks it back out. Naliai with a nice little tip. And that's the last touch by PG. Naliai, the do-it-all defensive back for the football team, able to get in the air and poke that one away and end up going off of the Vikings. The PG fans can't believe it, but it's back to Orem. 8-point game, 4.5 to go. Naliai, he's got the hot hand now. That three is no good, and the rebound collected by Blackett, his 5th. .4:15 to go. Blackett near side. Up top, Johansson thought about it, now backs it out. Shot clock to 15. Johansson inside, he's fouled. And he'll head to the line. Foul's going to be on Farnworth. That's now his 4th, 3rd team foul. So now Farnworth, Sugaturaga, and Mawala all with 4 fouls for the Tigers. Sugaturaga and Farnworth are still out there. As Milo Johansson, first time in the line tonight, can't get the first one. Coach DeVita, no changes. Coach Williams, no changes either for the Vikings. As he gets the second one to go. It's a 9-point game with 4 minutes left. Sugaturaga kicks it out wide open as Naliai. Can't get the 3, rebound to Brown. And a foul's going to be called. Foul's on Kafusi, his 2nd. That's the last to give for Orem. So the Vikings in the bonus the rest of the way. Up by 9. White over the far side, Johansson into a double team, able to get out over to Blackett. Orem in the zone defense now. Driving Johansson, swatted away by Sugaturaga. Tigers the other way, Harris inside for 2. Lead down to 7. Cross court to Brown, has space, inside, offensive foul. Farnworth draws the charge. 3rd foul on Brown, 13th foul. And it's Orem basketball, 3:10 to go. Timeout, Coach Williams and the Vikings will take the timeout as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back, 3:10 to play. Orem basketball out of the timeout here after the charge drawn by Bentley Farnworth. As gives the ball back to the Tigers. They continue to try to mount the comeback. 3:10 to play, 7-point lead for the Vikings as they try to hold on. Looking for their first quarterfinal trip in 4 years. Kafusi back and forth with Naliai. He'll try a deep 3. That one's no good. Offensive board by Farnworth. That one's kicked off the line. And he'll stay with Orem. With 2:58 to go. Good hustle there by Farnworth to keep that one in. Shot clock resets to 32. Kafusi looking for Sugaturaga inside. Met by a double team. Trying to go space, and he traveled. Traveling violation on Orem. And the ball comes back to the Vikings with 2:47 left. Inside to Brown. Full court press here for the Tigers and a timeout by Coach Williams. We'll reset things with 2:44 to play. Looks like it's a full timeout, so we'll take the timeout as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on KSL Sports Rewind. 2:44 left to play, the 12 seed. Pleasant Grove leading the 5 seed Orem. 51-44. It is Pleasant Grove basketball out of the timeout. Winner moves on to take on either Wasatch or Salem Hills. The Wasps with a 5-point lead with 2.5 to go in that contest up in Heber. Those two teams will meet 9:30 a.m. on Monday. Full court press here for the Tigers as we have a hold up for a moment. Looks like we're ready to go. It'll be block it to inbound. Looking for somewhere to go, able to get it to Brown. Brown tries to break the press, picks up the dribble inside the line though. And that's the 25, they wanted 10 seconds, didn't get it. Coach Savita's incredulous over on the bench. 15 on the clock. Blackett inside, through the trees, no good. Rebound Sugaturaga. Kick it out, Kafusi. Pump fake, inside, tries to leave it for Sugaturaga. Gets it back though, floats it up, no good. And the rebound and a foul. As Jorgensen collects the board, as Johansson collects the board. Kafusi picks up his third, and that's free throws now for the Vikings. As that will send Milo Johansson to the line. 1 for 2 tonight. Seven-point game, 2:07 left. First free throw for Johansson's good. Sends the lead out to 8. Can make it a 9 with this one. Got it. 3 for 4 at the line is Johansson, and the lead back out to 9. 2 minutes to play in this one. One team 2 minutes away from the quarterfinals as Nalii finds Kafusi. In the corner, Harris for 3. Got it! Clock running at 1:45, lead down to 6. First 3 of the night for Harris, he's got 7. Brown, double team on him. Balls comes out and a foul is called. And it should be on Kafusi, and that'll be his 4th. So now Kafusi joins Sugaturaga and Moala with 4 fouls, and it sends Jackson Brown back to the line, 18 points. 2 for 3 at the line. Rattles out. Jens checks back in as Mossman's gonna take a seat. One more free throw here for Brown. The students making noise right in front of us. As he hits a short, Sugaturaga with the rebound. Tigers can make it a 1-possession game with a 3. 90 seconds to play. Kafusi inside, floater in the lane, friendly roll. Timeout Savita. The lead down to the closest it's been since the first quarter. It's a 4-point game with 1:19 to go. Kafusi with 16 points. After just 4 in the first half. A Exciting finish is coming up next. 1:19 to play here. A reminder that our coverage of the 5A quarterfinals will be going on Monday. It's the Elite Eight. Head to the Huntsman Center for the quarterfinals. Coverage begins at 9:30 p.m. Mountain, or 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time, with the winner of this game taking on the winner of Wasatch and Salem Hills. Got 3 more games for you that night. We'll have all the action for you here on KSL Sports Rewind and the Rewind Sports Network. We'll be there the entire way as we crown the 5A state champion. One of these teams will be playing at the Huntsman Center on Monday. Vikings ball out of the timeout. Tigers, no more fouls to give. The Vikings in the bonus. Vikings still have 1 more foul left to give. They have 3 team fouls. As it's the Vikings with the inbound. They'll go all the way down. Johansson with some space. Farnworth with 4 fouls. Can't foul him. White back to Johansson. Back to White. Preston White up top. Now bent into a double team. Able to get it over to Johansson. Now he's trapped in the corner. Johansson has to just get it off of Sugataraga and live to fight another day with 59 seconds left. 14 on the shot clock. As the Vikings inbound. White up top. Hesitates. 7 on the clock. Kicks it out. 3-pointer attempt. Johansson rattles off. Harris with the board. And Orem can make it a 1-possession game. 4-point game. 40 seconds left. Kafusi off the switch. Fires the 3. He's fouled. Foul is on White, his 3rd, and it will be Kafusi at the line. 7 for 7 tonight at the charity stripe. Has a chance to make it a 1-point game. Foul was on White, his 3rd. That's the last to give for the Vikings. First free throw here for Kafusi. Got it. It's down to a 1-possession game, 53-50. Shot clock is turned off. As that one rattles out. Lewis set to check back in here for Orem, as he'll come in for Farnworth. The Tigers will have to foul, as the shot clock will be turned off. 1 more for Kafusi. Free throw's good, and it's a 2-point game. Full press for the Tigers. Inbound to Jentz, throws it inside. That one's swatted away. Tigers have it. Out to Kafusi. Pump fakes for 3. It's no good. Last touch by the Vikings with 23 seconds left. It'll be Orem basketball with 23.2 left. Timeout Orem. They get the steal in the backcourt. Had the open look from Kafusi for 3, but couldn't hit. But they'll get 1 more crack at it. A 2 to tie, a 3 to put them in the lead. With 23.2 left. It's been a fun one here tonight. If you're just joining us, it was all Pleasant Grove in the first half. They led by as many as 18 in the first 2 quarters. But it's been the Tigers that have clawed their way back. $16 points in this 4th quarter for the Tigers. Just 10 for the Vikings. A packed house here at Orem High. Winner moves on, loser goes home. 23 seconds left to decide it. Vikings will go with Jentz, Mossman, Blackett, Brown, and Johansson. Tigers go with Kafusi, Moala in with 4 fouls, Sugaturaga 4 fouls, Harris and Naliai round out the 5 for Orem. It'll be an inbound underneath the basket. Kafusi's there. 23 seconds left. Kafusi goes way up top. That was tipped by Naliai. Back racing to Sugaturaga though. And a whistle. It's an offensive foul. Jentz draws the charge. That's the 5th on Sugaturaga. As now it'll be the Vikings basketball with 17 seconds left. Sugaturaga fouls out with 7 points. As the teams confer here with the foul out. It was an offensive foul, so no free throws on this one. So it'll be Viking basketball out of this foul out. They'll send Farnworth back in. And it'll be Vikings possession right in front of the time box. And an offensive foul on Pleasant Grove. Johansson called for the push-off, and that's his 4th. Back-to-back offensive fouls, and now it's the Orem basketball. White checks out, Brown checks back in. Or is that the 5th on Johansson? Coach Williams pleading with the officials over in front of the scorekeepers. Double checking to see if that was foul number 5 for Johansson. I have it as 4. But we will look and see here. And then we'll have a timeout to discuss if Johansson's night is done or not. So to recap the last about 10 seconds of basketball, an offensive foul on Sugaturaga fouls him out with 7 points. Then on the inbounds play, an offensive foul on Johansson. Either his 4th or 5th foul, the officials are deciding. And I think it's it is the 4th foul. So Johansson gets to live enough for another day here. He gets to stay with 4 fouls, the only Viking with 4 fouls. Farnworth, Kafusi, and Moala all with 4 fouls. As they'll look to inbound. Harris will inbound with 17 seconds left, 2-point game. A packed house. What's sure to be an exciting finish. Naliai will control with 12. Naliai drives, kicks it out. Harris for the lead. Rattles out. Rebound Vikings. And a foul as it's Johansson with the board. .4 left, and Johansson will shoot free throws. Fouls on Kafusi, that's his 5th. So Johansson back to the line, 3 for 4 tonight. If he makes them both, it's a 2-possession game. First free throw, got it. It's a 3-point game. This next one might ice it. Got them both. 4-point game. And we'll have a substitution. As I don't think a timeout was called. A lot of players came out on the court. It was just a substitution. No timeout called, I thought. How about Johansson? 5 for 6 at the line. The Tigers will have to hurry here. 5.4 left. Inbound Naliai, 4 seconds, 3, 2, Naliai pulls up, hits the three! Rouse the horn sounds, did they get the timeout in time? Vikings are celebrating. The officials are conferring though. Was there time left on the clock? No, they are saying it's over. They get the three at the buzzer, but it's not enough as the Vikings hold on and move on to the quarterfinals for the first time in 4 years. A dramatic finish here at Orem High as the 12 seed knocks out the 5 seed here in the second round. Jackson Brown leading scorer for the Vikings with 18 points. Oliver Mosman with 15, Blackett with 11. And their biggest win of the season for the Vikings as they punch their ticket to the Elite Eight. On the other side, Kafusi finishes with 16 points, Naliai 17 points. As the PG students storm the court and celebrate as the Vikings win 55-54. It's been a fun one. Make sure to join us on Monday for 5A quarterfinal action. The boys get going at 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time. The girls will get going in the evening. We'll have 8 games for you all here on KSL Sports Rewind, as we'll crown the 5A champion next week up at the Huntsman Center. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Final score, the PG Vikings 55, the Tigers 54. You've been watching the 5A state basketball tournament on the Rewind Sports Network. Have a great Friday night. Have a great rest of your weekend. And we'll see you on Monday for quarterfinal basketball.